too fast already. Oh, live already.
Hello. Hi everyone.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening everyone. Yeah, reading from Singapore and Malaysia. So yes, we are back again for our this 2023 May live chat. And yeah, last week we actually we chat about wellness, we chat about what sports do we do when during our free time. And for this week, we are going to share about our childhood memories. So yeah, so without further ado, let's introduce ourselves. And yeah, and I will start from myself first. I'm Rachel Daisy. My friends always call me Daisy, and I'm from Singapore. I'm a full-time working mom with 2 young children and also an online business entrepreneur. So I pass next to Susie.
Hello, I'm Susie. I'm also an online business entrepreneur and mentor for a year plus now. I'm engaged to be person and I'm a cat parent and a music teacher. And I'm living currently in KL, Malaysia. Okay. How about you, Moon?
Okay, hello everyone. I'm Moon here. It's me. Okay, I'm a mother for 2 children, 2 kids. One is in primary, another one is secondary school. So what is that? I'm full-time working mother as well. Okay, today I have a bit flu. Okay, pardon me if I a bit don't know what to say. Okay, so on you, Winnie.
All right. Thank you, Moon. Hello, I'm Winnie, and I am from KL, Malaysia. I am a mompreneur with 2 lovely kids and also a digital business owner. And yeah, that's my simple introduction. How about you, Patricia?
Hi, thank you, Winnie. Hi, everyone. My name is Patricia. Currently residing in Selangor, Malaysia, and I'm a full-time working mom with 2 kids and also a digital business owner. Okay, that's all from my side.
Yeah. So yeah, today this week, as you say that this week we are sharing about our childhood memories. So you know, like we all have things that we actually can remember, you know, about how we grow up, or you know, or things that give us a very deep impressions during our childhood. So you know, okay, then I will start myself. I'll just share a bit. You know, my childhood memories. You know, is I miss those times where you know, we actually can, you know, play around, run around, you know, going to you know, visit next door our neighbors, you know, to play, you know, to some bonding session. So during the childhood time, you know, I think I grew up about, yeah, we live in me and my family, we actually together with my grandparents, we live together in this in a 3-room HDB, you know, and all of us, and together with my neighbors, you know, we often play together, you know, like, you know, siblings, and me and my sisters play together with the other 2 neighbors, you know, next doors. So I find it is very is good, you know, whereby nowadays, you know, you know, most of our neighbors will just, you know, close door. The doors are always closed. It's very different from my time. I am not sure about you ladies. You know, I can just bring my dinner or my lunch. I just go to next door, you know, have lunch together with my friends, my neighbor. You know, we can play door, you know, we masak together. You know, we don't have those very luxury toys. We, you know, whatever at home we can just find it, even it's just Tupperware. You know, we play masak, you know, we play pretend, we improvise, you know, and we also you know, play catching. you know, from 11th floor we went to the 8th floor, the 9th floor, just all around the whole HDB. Yeah, that is my memories from my childhood, and it's, you know, my our parents, we you know, will just let us you know, to play and just run around in the area, or even sometimes we went to the void deck, you know, to play badminton. We play balls, you know, or even, you know, just get a plastic bag to tie a string and, you know, like fly kite, rather than to make a, you know, we don't have, so we improvise, you know, using plastic bag and the string, you know, and just fly kite, you know. So yeah. So how about the rest of you ladies? About
I
your
think Daisy,
childhood
your
memories?
childhood memory is quite how to say, uh, normal, or would say that it's very healthy one. Okay, not the naughty things. For myself, actually, my childhood, there's a lot of like very playful, and
Are
because
you the
I
naughty type?
yeah lah, because I live in the kampong lah, okay, and also I always go out from the house and play with neighbors, and my neighbors, their kids is, most of them is boys more than the girl. Okay,
Mm.
so one of the memory is quite interesting, I would say that, but also during that time, because small kids ma, we didn't know the dangerous thing. We just know we want to enjoy, we want to play. Okay, what we play during the times is, especially after the London Festival. Okay, we will use to play the candle. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the balance of the candle, right? Okay, what we do is we use the container, as what Daisy mentioned, some masak, right? But we really play the fire, you know. Okay, we go take the balance of all those very small short candle, right? We all threw inside the the melon container, you know, the melon container, we cut half, we pour inside, right? And then we go cook it. We really use the real fire to cook it. And then what we do is, actually we also prepare a few of the cold water and few of others really smaller container. When we cook, right, the candle all melted the time. We will pour inside the small container, and then we take the small container, right, immediately soak inside the cold water, you know. When you soak inside the cold water, so the candle, the liquid, right, it will certainly from hot to become cold, then they will from liquid become solid, and they will come up with a lot of during the time different, really beautiful lah. Okay, different of the shape will come out like that, you know. So we keep on playing this kind of thing, but it's really, I would say that nowadays, right, the kids, even my own children, okay, they never see it, even though I tell them what's the story, they can't imagine. But of course, I don't teach them, now we can play this, because now we know that if you're playing fire, especially near the house, right, it's very dangerous. But during that time, you know, kampong, we not aware, you know, even during we hide somewhere and play, you know, even the parents, our mothers, they don't know. This is but during the time is the kids, we will always feel just wanted to have fun, rather than we didn't be aware actually it's dangerous playing fire during that time. Yeah.
Yeah, I think last time all the kids we really, I think our time during our time, we really play all these kind of things. What we call, we do it ourselves, we own handmade it. Compared to the current kids, I think they prefer their digital gadgets compared to this type of activity, which is they don't really expose into that because I think from the current environment and also the neighborhood that we are staying, actually, because the safety is not there, so normally we don't allow them to simply run to other place or whatever. We only ask them to stay at home. I'm not sure you all agree with me or not on this
Yeah.
point
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
and because you know what? Last time our parents wouldn't control us much. That we can just really do everything and go out or whatever. But nowadays, you see how we control our children, right? We don't
Yeah.
let them go out and scared people kidnap this and that.
Yeah.
That a lot of restriction from
Mm.
us also. So
Yeah.
it caused a lot of different compare like now and last time.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Because nowadays I think they don't really like last time my time lah. During like Moon mentioned about Lantern Festival. Actually, during my time, Lantern Festival also, we really light up the lantern, not the fancy like the current one. We have a lot of fancy one. Last time we always just the paper one. So we light that up and then we will walk the whole area. I mean the residential area.
Yeah,
and then
I
we,
do
we
that
will
too.
sing song. Yeah. I think it's very fun lah.
Yeah, and then
Yes.
along the way, some neighbors or those kids also will join along the line and
Yeah.
make the line longer and longer.
Yeah, true.
Mm.
So actually, I really enjoy that kind of moments that we have last time lah. Too bad that current one we are. I mean, based on the current situation, we are unable to do so lah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Because
kind of
it's
a
also,
little step, right?
I think is a majority the parents will be similar like us. It's not like we want to control or we not allow. Because you see, from if we share our games or what we spend our time playing with the neighbor, then most likely you all will guess my era already.
Yeah.
We do not have this so-called social issue that serious or that many, because
Yeah.
and also we feel like we just walk over outside here and there. It's not even got people care us, we didn't feel like it's normal during that time. It's quite normal if you go out and play with your friend, all this kind of thing. The parents during the times they feel it's okay it's not like something like not safe or whatever, but because of the social issue currently, it's actually is something like it forced the parents to be more cautious about these kind of things.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Because
We
too
are so
many
afraid
cases has
to,
happened.
yeah, we are so afraid to let our children like take the risk or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, you see, based on our parents' house lah, my example like my parents' house, at hometown. Actually, since last time, actually they don't really lock their gates, The gate is widely open, so anyone, the neighbor can come in and out from my house anytime they like. So you
Yeah.
know, imagine how they are not worried at all about safety.
Yeah.
Because at last time we don't have all these type of cases
Yeah, lor.
compared to now.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
How about Susie? Susie, you're quiet. What's your play during your small time?
I from hearing all your my house or my hometown house very different lah. Like Moon, Patricia, Vinny, you all might be outdoor, like the gates, can open. My one is we still got automatic gates, still in the 1990s. So what for
Sorry,
me was,
my house gate is not really open like back then. Moon.
oh, so for me was I like to create things out of something in the house. Like last time, there are two moments I use the same thing to create. I don't know if you know the what we call the rotan sofas, the made of bamboo one. Then the sofas can come out in rectangle shape, very hard one.
Yeah.
I like to. I don't know if my sibling, my brother, I think I use that to create a slide. You know those staircase like L shape like that. You put the sofa, then you pretend you slide down like that. Yeah, I can say myself I very daring. When your children what you do things that is dangerous, but to us it's like fun. Yeah. And that time my parents not around. We do I do things secretly. No parents do lah. And then got of course got accident in the end. Go and break one what you call one vase nearby that. Yeah. But also creative, hide with the curtains around it. Say, oh, nothing. Then my mother found out. Of course, that time we got cane those days. And Yeah, and then another situation is I use the rectangle to build house, like build like mountain hill. Pretend that is the castle or the hill, then climb very dangerously up there. So that was how childhood we tend to creative like Moon, Patricia. We say that these days everything is phone. Kids all like this. Last time where got like that? It was either I got computer, but parents got restriction. So that time parents is quite strict that time compared to now. We understand that now we try not to strict, try to connect the children. So I understand how much we all careful outside, careful what you do, and just be safe wherever. Yeah. So that's how childhood is. To me, is build creativity, build sun, and of course share to your children that it's good to be creative rather than the phone. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's for me. I want to balance because too much phone I see the phone here, phone there really has that effect. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's my side of sharing. Yeah. So
Yeah, true.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what about
That's why
you?
I also control my son a lot on the gadget.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
If
as
not,
well.
I tell you, the whole day they can just sit there and look at their
Yeah.
gadgets only.
Yeah.
Yeah,
true.
correct. Very
Yeah.
true. And when you take away the gadget and lock the internet, they can
Yes.
do a lot of creative and wonderful things. Yeah.
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 They know how to unlock all this kind of thing. They are smarter than you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kids.
it's
Yeah.
true. It's true.
What about you, Winnie?
Me.
Winnie.
Okay. I will share some, like, the one that I like most is during my childhood. Actually, my grandmother is there. She usually stay in a small fishing village that near Telok Intan. That place is quite small, but during that time, a lot of time I tell people that they don't know actually where is it lah. The place is called Telok. No, Hutan Melintang. I'm not sure whether you all know this place or not. So my father used to bring us back to that small fishing village during like some occasion, or definitely is in Chinese New Year. We'll all go back there because my grandmother is there. And then what I like is most of the time when we are there, my uncle will take us to go for fishing in the those fishing ship with the square box there one. That one is we go out to the sea and do fishing, like throwing the nets and catch a lot of fish and prawn. That is the time that I most enjoy. And I remember there's one time when the ship is going, there is some like seagull following the ship, and at the back, so I just stand at the back of the ship, and I throw some fish to feed the seagull. And there's one time I nearly fall myself into the sea, so that time I really scared. but it's a very good memory. I like it a lot. And some years back, I wanted to let my kids experience this fishing boat experience, but too bad that my uncle already sold the ship, so just couldn't make it. But then I bring them back to the small fishing village, and they enjoy a lot over there. So it's a very, very good memory for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my sharing.
Very nice.
Yeah,
It's
very
very
nice.
special.
Interesting.
I think
Yeah, very
a
special
lot of
experience.
a lot of people wouldn't really know the life of this fishing village, the experience. So
Yeah.
I'm so grateful that I can bring my kids to experience that. Even during that time, I bring some of my friends along with me too, and they also find it very interesting and very unique because they have never experienced this kind of life before.
Mm. Yeah.
Because
From your story,
we,
can feel that it's really something that is interesting, which is myself lah. I haven't been to a fishing village before lah.
Yeah, me too.
Pulau Ketam leh. Pulau Ketam you also never been there. So near.
Pulau Ketam, no.
I don't know.
Oh, really?
But a lot of people say it is fun there because you can eat seafood. A lot of people ask me to go there to stay for one night lah, overnight. That would be fun.
Oh, y'all haven't been there. Maybe we can
Haven't.
plan a trip there.
Yeah.
I'm not even I'm not even know how far. Is it really far
You got to
just
take a
nearby?
boat right from the Klang. There's one harbor over there. You got to take a boat. I think around an hour. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, it's really the island. We need to
Yes,
go to the
yes.
jetty and then take the boat and then go to the island.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then there is quite a number of homestay there, and the activity you can do there is cycling. It's quite fun. You can hire a bicycle and you just tour around the island.
Okay.
Nice to know.
got nice
Yeah.
food or not?
Yeah.
This is the most important thing.
Sorry.
Got nice
what?
food or not?
Of course, it's a fishing island. You got seafood, crab. Crab is
see,
what I like most.
Okay.
Crab and
I
prawn.
also like crab.
Even you're not staying, you can like just go in the morning and come back in the evening.
I see. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
we can plan. Okay, we
Okay.
can plan.
Yeah. Okay. I think everyone has shared theirs. Maybe I will share from my part. Actually, for my side is my grandmother is staying about 40 minutes away from my house, which is my house is more in town. My grandmother house is in kampong lah. So basically, every time during school holiday, I will definitely ask my father to send me back to my grandmother's house, because actually I have a lot of cousins there. I think we have more. I think we have about 15 to 16. I have 15 to 16 cousins there, staying nearby my grandmother's house. So every time school holiday, all of us will go over to my grandmother's house, because my grandmother's house is quite big lah. So basically, we will put all our mattress on the floor. Then all of us, more than 15 of us, will be sleeping on the floor with the mattress, and we talk all night long. Then we giggle there, and then we laugh. We talk a lot of things lah. So it's really very enjoyable experience during that moment lah. So at night we normally, that is our activities, and then in the morning, early in the morning, we will wake up and then we will bathe together. And at the same time, because that time we're still small lah, okay. So at my grandmother's house, normally they don't have a bathroom like what we have right now. Everything is covered. So they have what we call like perigi. What is it called in English?
The view.
Well,
We put
Yeah.
the thing in, then we pull up
Yeah.
and save the water.
The well is it?
Yeah, the well. Yeah, the well.
well.
The well. Yes. So early morning, because the water is very cold, right? So we normally in the morning
Yeah.
will bathe using that water, and we will be shouting very loud because it's very cold. So actually it's very nice experience that I really love lah during my childhood time, because I think this is the memory, the experience that we won't be able to experience it now. I mean, in the current generation lah. So only previously we do have that, and then during raining days also, because some of the area, because it's quite low, so it'll be flooded. So normally we will play the rainwater during raining time. So we will be playing there, laughing, and I think that it's something that I remember it until now, which is I still cherish it lah. That is the most memorable childhood memories that I have lah. in kampung, what we call in kampung life.
Well,
I
especially you
can
have
feel you.
a really good memory, happy memory with the sibling or relative, right? You have noticed, right, when you come to the Chinese New Year or gathering, you all will repeat, you all will recall, like last time you small the time do what, you recall all the memory and then you laugh together one. These are one
Yeah.
of the habit. I think all the family you doing so lah,
Yes.
including myself. When you sit together, you talk. Like my cousin last time, small the time is the most naughty one. Always, always do the thing, make people cry or like to make who cry, like something like that. So this is something like how to say is something to
I
be
would say that during that time
memorable.
you find it very irritating, but nowadays you recall you find it very sweet, right?
Yes, 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 yes.
I do have
Wow.
experience
Anyone to
like
share?
Moon before,
Yeah,
not Moon, Patricia, like sleeping with the sibling and
yeah.
talking during that night. And I still recall that when my what's that, my niece or nephew, is it called cousin or whatever, when they during at night when we lie together and they start talking ghost story and we got everybody so frightened.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I can still remember what is Patricia talking about. Taking waters from the well. But of course, it's like during my childhood time. When my grandparents actually they from kampong they moved to this new HDB. And they actually brought the whole big like a big containers, like a vast, very fat. It's like made of this like a ceramic thing, and outside the design got the dragon, you know.
Wow,
Uh,
so unique.
yeah, and they place it in the bathroom, and so they will fill up the water. So instead of running the tap, the shower
Mm-hmm.
water, so they
Mm-hmm.
will just fill up the water just to save water. And the morning or even in the evening time when we want to take shower, we have to get the water from the that like the containers or look like a vase or I don't think I should call it urn, but it's like it's the water is very cold, especially overnight water. It's
Can
very
imagine
cold.
that.
Yeah. So yeah, when my grandparents were like my grandma will help us to shower, and yeah, as a kid then we will just scream because it's very cold. Yeah. Yeah, those were the days. It's a really really sweet memories for all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
When,
Nice.
when thinking back about all this childhood, there's a lot of sweet memory, lovely memories.
Yeah, it's just like we
Right.
never we when you talk chit chat with talking about all these memories with your cousins or relatives, your loved ones, it will never end. You actually can talk the whole night, whole
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Mm. Yeah. So yeah, still thank you so much for sharing about our these the childhood memories. I believe we have so much more, but yeah, I think now is going to come to the end for this live chat. So yes, thank you so much for everyone for watching, and also yeah, we will see you again and for another live chat. So yes, thank you so much again, everyone, and we will see you again. Thank you so much. Good night.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you. Thank
you.
you,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Good night.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.